Courage by Celine Dion. So if Chukwumoili sent that song, and I'm glad that I'm not coming into the studio to listen to one love song, but a song about courage, which we all need, by the way. While you may need courage, I feel I have a lot of courage. What I need is money. And I'm sure that's what every other person needs. So if you need courage, please get courage however you want the courage, however you need the courage. And let those of us that need what we need get it however we possibly can. Legitimately, by the way. My name is Denise Dennis-Wallo. How's your mind? How's your body? And of course, how is your soul? What's popping? What's happening around you? How's your compound people? How are your family members? Don't mind me. Rivalry at the workplace is what we will talk about on the sunny side today. You know what rivalry is, right? More like a competition. You know, back then we used to have rivalry in families, sibling rivalry, and this sibling does not see the other sibling. They don't see eye to eye. They're always fighting. The mother is always shouting, "These children will not kill me, oh, choy! Now born, I know key person." Started from when they were little, and then they grow up with it, and it becomes a big challenge and a cause for concern. Well, this time it's the workplace, the business environment, where productivity is supposed to be the order of the day. Productivity that would, in one way or the other, bring about profit. We're talking about numbers here. We're talking about the stats. We're talking about how much money comes into the cognization, or how much money comes into the account. And this is made possible by the effort of everyone on the team, every staff member. Workplace rivalry refers to a competitive relationship between colleagues, where individuals actively try to outshine or undermine each other. Take note of those two words. Outshine or undermine each other. Often for career advancement, recognition, or limited resources, potentially leading to negative impact on team dynamics and morale if not managed properly. Now, there's another school of thought though. Imagine going about your everyday work life and then your manager introduces a new team member. I remember when I first got here, the admin would take me around, take me to all the studios. Oh, meet Denise. She's the new AP Nigeria Info FM. Oh, hi, welcome. Oh, wow, your name. Oh, something like that. Yeah, very common. And they take you around, introduce you to everyone. During the introductions, your eyes meet. And you instantly know you won't get along with this person. There's just something that tells you that, this person that came now like this. No. I doubt it. All you want is to wipe that smug grin off their face. Suddenly, your nonchalant work life and everything you do now comes with the added flair of outperforming the new guy or the new lady. Though some experts opine that workplace rivalry is more common around the female folks. Well, you would either agree or disagree while the conversation goes on. So you're trying to outshine, outperform. As day passes, you start to appreciate and even befriend your rival. They're not only good at their job, but excel in other areas too. Your initial animosity begrudgingly turns into respect and admiration. And you notice you've gone from average to top performer thanks to your rival. It had to take this your rival showing up for you to know that, don't play. You have to stand up. You have to level up and all that. Though you will never let them know. Some people are quite vocal about where they stand with their rivals. Others, they don't say much. Now remember, these are schools of thoughts. How about when it goes the other way around and things get really messy to the point where sabotage becomes the order of the day at the workplace? You take your rivalry to another level, and before you know it, you guys are spoiling things. You guys are fighting. You guys are literally having verbal altercations. You are. Tell Mr. Sonny, if Mr. Sonny doesn't watch it, I will deal with him in this office. Better, no, don't talk to me. You better go and tell him, who does he think he is? I've been working in this company since 2020, whatever. I've been here. I've been doing things now. He's a small boy. Go and tell him he's a small boy. No. Go and tell him that he's a small boy. He will not. Mr. Calm down. No! Don't tell me to calm down. Go and tell him. In fact, I've closed for the day. I'm not working again. What nonsense? And everybody will run out of the office. What is happening? Mr. Sonny and Mr. Bolaji, they've started again. What happened this time? I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Maybe that project they were working on. Now, wow. What are people looking at? Before you know, everybody runs back to their office. It's public knowledge that you see these two people. They cannot see eye to eye. Now you tell me, if you've worked in the business space for a very long time, and not just look at it from, the big organizations, from, being a sales rep at a small supermarket, a small shop, a business outlet, a restaurant, a multinational, a consulting firm, an educational firm. Think about it, a school. Any organization you can possibly think of. Do you consider workplace rivalry to be destructive or beneficial in the long run? Do you consider workplace rivalry to be destructive or beneficial in the long run? Have you ever had a work rival? Like, that this person, when you wake up in the morning and you're getting ready for work and you're probably singing, today is gonna be a good day, or whatever you sing to, give yourself some sort of, to hype yourself in the morning. And you just remember that when you get to work, you are going to encounter that rival. You're just like, Have you ever had a work rival? How did you handle it? Was it obvious? Was it something you had to battle with on your own? Or was it something that was common knowledge at the workplace? And then on the path of management, sometimes they say that management has a way of, their handling of this whole situation tends to either fuel the rivalry or make it non-existent in the first place. What's management like in your organization if there are existing rivalry, existing work rival? 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. Again, 0817-923-0002 and 0817-923-0003. On WhatsApp, on Telegram, 0809 030 6416, 0809 030 6416. On X, we're at Nigeria Info PH, and Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Go there and drop your comments in the comment section. In the course of the conversation, I would gladly read them. Again, the questions are: do you consider rivalry at the workplace to be destructive or beneficial at long run? We are Nigeria Info. A call screener is in standby. Take your calls first before passing you on to me in the studio.
It's natural to have different ideologies. We tend to see things from different perspectives. So, share your views on the sunny side as we make room for philosophical, ethical, and thought-provoking discussions. The Sunny Side, 12 noon to 3 p.m., Monday to Friday, on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
Alright, welcome back to the Sunny Side. I have Justice from Oyibo on the line. Hi, Justice. Welcome to the sunny side.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Justice. How are you doing today?
I'm good, are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Just on the topic you're discussing, I have had experience in that.
You've had an experience?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. My experience was that...
Justice, could you do me a favor? I need you to be a bit more audible. I can hear you, but it's not as audible as it's expected to be.
Okay. What I'm saying is, during my own, the guy in question was so bad. He gossips to the management, and he cooks stories up. And because he is the eye of the management, they believe him so much. He was even going beyond that. He was even going diabolical against me.
Against you?
The management discovered it themselves. So at some point, they even suspended me. I didn't go to work. So that was then, and I was praying because I was really praying. Then God exposed him. Somebody he told now went and told the supervisor. They reported him. I was still in the house when the report came. So they have to pull him out from the operation and have to send him in. You see, you mentioned there was something you said when you were talking. You said sometimes management helps such a situation. That was just my clear experience. Despite all those things they knew, despite all those things they found out by themselves, they still supported me.
They supported him?
So, yes. The guy, he was into tribalism. So, at some point, he was even advising one of our colleagues to call...
Sorry, hold on. You said he was into what?
Into tribalism, going to native doctor.
Okay.
So, he advised one of our colleagues to follow him to a native doctor, let him do juju for him, so that the director would love him.
Wow.
So, the guy couldn't do it. The guy had to report that. But they just put deaf ears on it. No matter what you talk against the guy, you are just talking against. You are talking to yourself. Nobody cares.
Justice, in your case, what would you say? What would you say fueled the rivalry between the both of you and the said guy?
To be honest with you, even up till now, I can't tell.
Were you guys handling the same position?
What?
Were you guys handling the same position at the office?
No, we weren't. We were all operational guys,
Okay.
We were operational guys. So sometimes you go to different locations. I go to different locations. At another time, both of us go to the same location. So it's not as if there is a position that is being shared, or the company is not a company that promotes. They don't promote anybody.
Okay.
They will hold you down until when you are tired, you leave. So
I see.
It wasn't an easy thing. So at some point, the general manager had to call me one day. The general manager called me and said, "What did I really do to this guy that he's reporting me like this?" I told her I was just opening my two hands. I said, "I don't know." The woman said she doesn't, that I should be prayerful. That was just the advice she gave me. So it was really a sad experience. Each time I remember, I'm no longer with the company. Each time I remember that scenario, I feel like I should see him and let's puzzle it man to man.
Man to man.
So
is he still with the company? Are you aware? Is he still with the company?
You said what?
Is he still with the company?
Yes, he can't go. One of the things I felt that shared our problem was that the guy he didn't go to school. So he didn't go to school. Yeah, that is, he even attended noisy, not to talk of primary, secondary. So, and me, I found educated.
Educated.
I'm not too fond of speaking pidgin English. No matter how I try, I must put correct English as Netherlands because I flow easily with correct English than pidgin.
Than pidgin. Okay. Thank you, Justice. Justice mentioned how his rival even went diabolical. I've heard of stories like that. Yes. The possibilities that people will go out of their way, go to the extreme to bring down a rival. I hear in some offices there are people they fear. Like, I beg, go. Don't cross that guy's path, oh, I beg. Which one is not? I beg, we've been here long enough to know that Mr. So and so, or Mrs. So and so, or Miss so and so. I beg, if you like your life, just give that person way. Wait, is the person not a human being? It's a human being, but please just avoid the person. Now, while some people would choose to go diabolical to handle their rivals, there are other people who would choose to go, if I use spiritual now, it will seem, okay, they will go the route of prayers, right? So if you're in your church and they call for prayers, maybe the prayers is against a mountain before Zerubbabel, do not be surprised that you will hear somebody mention the name of somebody, and that somebody may just be a co-worker. Pray against all that contend with you. The Bible says, I will contend with them and that contend with you. I will fight for you and you will hold your peace. And someone standing by you is mentioning a particular name. And that particular person is their colleague. It's like the person takes peace away from them. And they say, no. You see this particular prayer program I came for? Is this person I came to handle? I must go with my answer. And then, before you know it, Sundays after, they are coming to share testimonies. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I just want to come and testify. I just want to come and give glory to God. I used to have a particular colleague. This particular colleague took my peace. And then one day, I came to church. They said we should pray against, and I prayed. And before you knew it, as I'm talking to you now, the person was fired. And people will be clapping their hands. Glory, 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 glory. So, while some will go diabolical, others will go the route of Christianity and pray away such persons. But then again, what fuels this rivalry really? At the workplace. Sometimes we don't hold the same position. We probably are not even in the same department. Our paths may never cross until maybe, just maybe, there's a project that requires our both input. But then the moment we see ourselves, we just feel like, nah, this person has got to go. I cannot thrive as long as this person remains in this company. I cannot make progress. Or maybe, once upon a time, you were the go-to person. Anything IT related, they reach out to you. Mr. Sam, come and do this one. Okay, Mr. This, come and do this and this one. And then someone new comes. And they now start telling that someone new, please, can you assist with this? Can you assist with this? Can you assist with this? Can you? And the person says yes. And before you know it, nobody's coming to you anymore. And you just feel like you're not relevant. Nobody sees you. Is that enough to consider your co-worker a rival? Is that enough to want to bring them down? And then in the long run, the benefits. Does it benefit the company overall? Or does it destroy the company? Some organizations will tell you that there are certain things that they operate by, they live by. They are, apart from mission and vision, there's something else they call it. I'm trying to remember the name now. Everyone in this place is treated like family. These are the things. We don't do this. We don't do that. So you tell me, Do you consider workplace rivalry to be destructive or beneficial in the long run? Have you ever had a work rival? How did you handle it? Bob from Okwata, welcome to the sunny side.
Yeah, Gigi. This topic you brought in here is very important.
Turn off your radio set, please.
That is good. So,
turn off your radio set, please.
Okay. So, what I'm trying to say is, like you have said, is destructive. It will start from envy. It will start from envy to jealousy and graduate to rival or adversary. And finally wickedness. And last caller said that somebody took him to diabolic. Just like we read in the Bible, Cain envy Abel. It starts from when you do your work better than somebody who is not qualified, or you are more qualified than the person, and the person is employed before you, and you come and do your work, and you get the attraction of your director or authority, and you are promoted. Somebody will feel very, very bad that you that come yesterday, or you that you are better than to do your work more better, and you can go talent. And then say, is it some place before you're employed? They first ask you whether you're a Christian. You fill your interview or paper, I'm a Christian. That determines how they will employ you. So if you don't feel you're a Christian, they prefer to train people who are a Christian to qualify than to employ somebody who's not a Christian and more qualified. Because it could lead to so many things that you said, So it's good to have, let's say, sometimes some company or some place they have morning devotion and call everybody compulsory that everybody can work in one spirit so that God can take care of that environment.
Well, what if the owner of the company is not a Christian?
Now you come. What you are, who you are determine what rule your company. If somebody is a court member, you that his workers will train each other. Maybe you know what is going on. Before you even go to work in a place you work, you not live long, or when they pay you, not use it for anything. This is truth. So the summary, work in a place where God can be in control.
Bob, hold on. Now that you've mentioned this whole, Christianity thing, I hope you know that even in the Christian faith, we belong to different denominations. Some are Pentecostals, some are Anglicans, Presbyterians, the Catholics and all of that. And even in the Christian fold, like Christendom as it were, there are people who do not still see eye to eye with people of other denominations. The Pentecostals will tell you that the modus operandi of maybe the Catholics or the Anglicans are not in tandem with biblical doctrines and all of that. And yes, there are people that claim to be Christians who still patronize mediums. I hope you are aware.
Yes.
So, using Christianity as a criterion for wanting to recruit people because you're trying to level down rivalry at the workplace may not work. Because to you, I'm a Christian, but you don't know if I still enter bush and I still go and meet somebody to do one or two things for me. Yes.
Oh yeah. You enter your thought to the back.
Okay.
See.
Oh dear. Sorry, the network disconnected us. Do you have to belong to a particular faith to actually agree? Because this is work. This is work we are talking about. Work is show up, do what you've been assigned to do. Why should I bring in religion here? Because all I'm trying to do is ensure that everyone. Well, how does morning devotion help? After singing "Bind Us Together, Lord, Bind Us," or what's that other song they sing? "We are heirs of the Father." After singing all those songs, what? How does it ensure that I am not seeing you as a core competition, as that mountain before Zerubbabel that needs to be made plain? Nigeria Info, good afternoon to you and welcome. Alright, I don't know what's happening to my phone lines. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
And the line disconnected. Sorry about that. You may have to send us a message at this point. Didito, happy new week. Didito, you forgot. Just a second, please. My device is not devising. Where was I? Okay. Didito, you forgot to add this. Their popular quotes. Now we be the pioneer of this company. Now we start this company. Some, the walk around with their shoulder pad coat with pride around the office premises. Didito, to your question, it's destructive. Why? Because the company might end up losing its best hands by resigning because of the toxicity or how the rivalry is going. Didito, I have met this sort of people calming. My opinions or ideas doesn't matter. It's only theirs that matters and can fly for the company. Didito, I had one bitter soul. Whenever she sees me around, she is so vexed. Can you imagine she set up an emergency meeting for me? Why? Because I was close to the management for doing a great job. Because she has oranges, if you understand. I mean, followed suit and took to her side. After all the work stress gave her, and I advanced when the company, this will just stay with them, period. And as you're passing by close to them, you nod your head singing this song. If them like, make them vex. If na kolo, let them kolo. If na kweme, let them kweme. All I want is victory. I'm Chegoze from Abuja. Good afternoon, Didi. I think sometimes rivalry at the workplace becomes beneficial in the long run if you keep most sentiment aside and do your work better. Bagata from Ozuoha. Now, this message says, sometimes certain answers don't come the way we assume they must. There was a time when I started having terrible nightmares and visions about my husband's office. I'm not being biased, but my husband is one of the best in all of Africa at what he does. I'm not religious, and normally I would say fight back, but I told him to leave the place. We did some things to extract him because by then, jazz and lies against him had started flying about. Like they were literally digging out jazz items that had been hidden or planted. And I didn't find it funny at all costs, at all, because I could see those things before they were brought out. Like I'll point to a place and say there's something planted there that shouldn't be, because I'm not religious. Some folk would be like, how do you know? Did you plant it? But even those that said they are Jim Christians did their research and discovered that 1, I wasn't even in the company when those things were planted, and 2, those things were planted by Peter people who claim to be Christians. My husband left that place, and let's just say the business has now crumbled. My husband was the one that kept the place up and running. I used to have a friend, a senior friend. We're still friends, but a lecturer at a very big university, telling me how his fellow lecturers were going diabolical. How sometimes he will show up at his office and he will see charms, calabash with red cloth. He will go there and he will see something has died in front of the office. And every time he saw those things, he kept wondering, who could this person be? What is this person's? What have I done? What is my? Can I know my offense? A lecturer. And you know, when you look at the academic space, you keep wondering why there will be rivalry, because I may not lecture the course that you lecture. I may choose to major in this and you major in another, and we can all thrive. You know how they say, oh, the sky is too wide enough for 2 birds to collide, blah, 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 blah. So why is someone coming to keep charms? And it says whenever they keep those charms, he cannot enter his office. He'll have to start operating from inside his car. Maybe if he wanted to see his supervisees, he'll say, oh yeah, come to the car. Or he'll just beg another lecturer to use their office. Sometimes he would get so bold and he will use his own hand and kick off the charms. In an institution of learning, where you feel like people are so educated, you know, people are, what's the word I'm looking for now? I shared 2 schools of thoughts at the beginning, and I'd like to go back to those schools of thought. Competitive relationship between colleagues where individuals actively try to outshine or undermine each other. Outshine. Be seen to be better than this person. Rubbish. What does this person have to offer? Now me, I've been here. Pioneer staff member. Often for career advancements, recognition, or limited resources, potentially leading to negative impacts on team dynamics and morale if not properly managed. But what if, on the other hand, someone who was nonchalant sees someone who is doing better and chooses to step up? Someone just walks in, this is your new colleague, but then your nonchalant work life gets interesting. And everything you do now comes with the added flair of outperforming the new person. As the day passes, you start to appreciate and even befriend your rival. They're not only good at their job, but they excel in other areas too. So your initial animosity begrudgingly turns into respect. And you draw close to this person and you want to learn from them. And then you notice that you, who was average, you have become a top performer thanks to your rival. It took that person showing up with all of the qualifications and all of the degrees for you to realize that, I have been sleeping. I've been dulling. Like, did you see what a small 30-something-year-old, and I've been here for 10 years, and I'm way older than this person. I might need to step up. I've been sleeping. But then what if it gets messy? What if I don't see it as an avenue to grow? And rather, anytime this person does something, boom, I go to sabotage it. I go to report to management. I cook up stories. The person does the perfect work. I go and scatter it. Good afternoon, Didi. I think I've seen this message before. Soki Fubara from Port Harcourt says, office rivalry. Everybody is coming from different homes or background. I just want to work, earn decently, and go home. Sadly, some people feel rivalry in different ways. Some workers will not give answers to simple questions asked by co-workers as if, why disturb me? Some people like malice. Some like to report to the boss. These may annoy co-workers. Some workers act of anger, even spoil the work process, and behave as though they don't know what is happening. This one says, I said I wasn't even in the country, so I wasn't in Nigeria when those things were planted. You read I wasn't in the company. Also, some people don't even want your position. They know they can't function in it. They just want you to have it. Okay, they just don't want you to have it. I have seen it happen in the entertainment industry. If you're not careful, they'll steal your bag, copy your style, try to seduce your man, and siphon your spiritual energy. They know it can't be them. They just don't want it to be you. It can be me. And the award for the most productive staff member of the year goes to Chinenye Anuebu from Marketing Department. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You probably don't want to be most productive. But why did it have to be Chinenye? Of all people, Chinenye. Chinenye that just came. Management, I think the ball is in your court. I mean, the modus operandi, how you choose to recognize staff members and talk about, then when it was sibling, they say, it's the parents. If any sibling is feeling like a rival or whatever, it's the parents. It's what the parents have been saying, comparing and all of that. Would you say it's the same thing for management? So management shouldn't call out people who are doing exceptionally well? So management shouldn't appreciate their efforts? Management shouldn't say, go and meet so and so person. Let him assist you. I think he knows, how best to handle that situation. Thank you so much for being a part of the conversation. Up next is Trending Stories, and then Sunnyside continues. Stay tuned.
Different ideologies,
different perspectives.
Share your views.
Set your time